Day 67. Joshua 10-12. Joshua chapter 10. 5 kings war against Gibeon. Joshua defeateth them, many are slain with hailstones. At the prayer of Joshua the sun and moon stand still the space of one day. The 5 kings are hanged. Divers cities are taken. When Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard these things, Joshua had taken Hai and had destroyed it, for as he had done to Jericho and the king thereof, so did he to Hai and its king and to Gibeon its were gone over to Israel, and with their confederates he was exceedingly afraid. For Gibeon was a great city, and one of the royal cities, and greater than the town of Hai, and all its fighting men were most valiant. Therefore Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, sent to Oham, king of Hebron, and to Pharam, king of Jerimoth, and to Japhia, king of Lachish, and to Debir, king of Eglon, saying, Come up to me, and bring help, that we may take Gibeon, because it hath gone over to Joshua, and to the children of Israel. So the 5 kings of the Amorites being assembled together, went up, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jerimoth, the king of Lachish, the king of Eglon, they and their armies, and camped about Gibeon, laying siege to it. But the inhabitants of the city of Gibeon, which was besieged, sent to Joshua, who then abode in the camp at Gilgal, and said to him, Withdraw not thy hands from helping thy servants, come up quickly, and save us, and bring us succor, for all the kings of the Amorites, who dwell in the mountains, are gathered together against us. And Joshua went up from Gilgal, and all the army of the warriors with him, most valiant men. But the Lord said to Joshua, Fear them not, for I have delivered them into thy hands. None of them shall be able to stand against thee. So Joshua, going up from Gilgal all the night, came upon them suddenly. And the Lord troubled them at the sight of Israel, and he slew them with a great slaughter in Gibeon, and pursued them by the way of the side to Mithrin, and cut them off all the way to Eskom-Maslim. And when they were fleeing from the children of Israel, and were in the descent of Beth-horon, the Lord cast down upon them great stones from heaven as far as Azekah, and many more were killed with the hailstones, and were slain by the swords of the children of Israel. Then Joshua spoke to the Lord in the day that he delivered the Amorite in the sight of the children of Israel. And he said before them, Move not, O sun, toward Gibeon, nor thou, moon, toward the valley of Edjuan. And the sun and the moon stood still, till the people revenged themselves of their enemies. Is not this written, the moon to jest? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hastened not to go down the space of one day. Joshua chapter 11. The kings of the north are overthrown, the whole country is taken. And when Jabin king of Zoar had heard these things, he sent to Jerah king of Madon, and to the king of Cimarron, and to the king of Saph, and to the kings of the north that dwelt in the mountains and in the plains over against the south side of Cinneroth, and in the levels and the kingtrees that dwelt by the seaside, to the Canaanites also in the east and in the west, and in the Morite, in the Ethite, and the Pharazite, and the Jebusite in the mountains, to the Hivite also who dwelt at the foot of Hermon in the land of Asher. And they all came out with their troops, people exceeding numerous as the sand that is on the seashore, their horses also and chariots, a very great multitude, and all these kings assembled together at the waters of Merom to fight against Israel. And the Lord said to Joshua, Fear them not, for tomorrow at the same hour I will deliver all these to be slain in the sight of Israel. Thou shalt hamstring their asses, and thou shalt duel their chariots with fire. Hamstring their horses, and burn their chariots with fire at Israel. God so ordained that his people might not trust in chariots and horses, but in him. And Joshua came, and all the army with him, against them to the waters of Merom on a sudden, and fell upon them. And the Lord delivered them into the hands of Israel. And they defeated them, and chased them as far as the great Sidon and the waters of Mizravoth, and the field of Mass, which is on the east thereof. He slew them all, so as to leave no remains of them, and he did as the Lord had commanded him. He hamstringed their horses, and burned their chariots. And presently turning back he took a sword, and slew the king thereof with the sword. Now Zoar of old was the head of all these kingdoms. And he cut off all the souls that abode there, he left not in it any remains, but utterly destroyed all, and burned the city itself with fire. And he took and put to the sword, and destroyed all the cities round about, and their kings, as Moses the servant of God had commanded him. Except the cities that were on hills and high places, the rest Israel burned. Only Asol was very strongly consumed with fire. And the children of Israel divided among themselves all the spoil of these cities and the cattle, killing all the men. As the Lord had commanded Moses his servant, so did Moses command Joshua, and he accomplished all. He left not one thing undone of all the commandments which the Lord had commanded Moses. So Joshua took all the country of the hills, and of the south, and the land of Gozan, and the plains in the west country, and the mountain of Israel, and the plains thereof, and part of the mountain that goeth up to Seir as far as Baalgandon, by the plain of Livis and the Mount Hermon. All the kings he took, smote and flew. Joshua made war a long time against these kings. A long time. 7 years, as appears from chap. 14. Then there was not a city that delivered itself to the children of Israel, except the Hivite, who dwelt in Gibeon, for he took Alba for it. For it was the sentence of the Lord, that their heart should be hardened, and they should fight against Israel, and fall, and should not deserve any clemency, and should be destroyed as the Lord had commanded Moses. Hardened. This hardening of the hearts was their having no thought of yielding or submitting, which was a sentence or judgment of God upon them in punishment of their enormous crimes. At that time Joshua came and cut off the Anakims from the mountains, from Hebron and Dabir and Anab, and from all the mountain of Judah and Israel, and destroyed the cities. He left not any of the stock of the Anakims in the land of the children of Israel, except the cities of Gaza and Gath and Azetus, in which alone they were left. So Joshua took all the land, as the Lord spoke to Moses, and delivered in possession to the children of Israel, according to their divisions and tribes. And the land rested from wars. Joshua chapter 12. A list of the kings slain by Moses and Joshua. These are the kings whom the children of Israel slew, and possessed the land beyond the Jordan towards the rising of the sun, from the torrent Arnon unto Mount Hermon, and all the east country that looketh towards the wilderness. Sihon king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and had dominion from Ura, which is seated upon a bank of the torrent Arnon, and of the middle part in the valley, and Havilah was far of the torrent Jarmuth, which is the part of the torrent of Al. And from the wilderness to the sea of Cinneroth towards the east, and to the sea of the wilderness, which is the most salt sea, on the east side by the way that leadeth to Bethsemoth, and on the south side that lieth under Athadoth, Phasca, the border of Og the king of Bashan, of the remnant of the Rathims, who dwelt in Astara, and in Edrei, and in dominion in Mount Hermon, and in Salcher, and in all Bashan, unto the borders of Jeshri and Mashredi, and all Khalid, the borders of Sihon king of Heshbon. Moses the servant of the Lord, and the children of Israel slew them, and Moses delivered their land in possession to the Reubenites, and Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. These are the kings of the land, whom Joshua and the children of Israel slew beyond the Jordan on the west side, from Baalgad in the field of Libanus, unto the mount, part of which goeth up unto Seir, and Joshua delivered it in possession to the tribes of Israel, to every one their divisions, as well in the mountains as in the plains and the champaign countries. In Ephrath, in the wilderness, and in the south, the Hethite and the Amorite, the Shannonite, and the Pharisite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. The king of Jericho 1, the king of Hai, which is on the side of Bethel 1, the king of Jerusalem 1, the king of Hebron 1, the king of Jarmuth 1, the king of Lachish 1, the king of Eglam 1, the king of Gezer 1, the king of Debir 1, the king of Geder 1, the king of Hermon 1, the king of Hor 1, the king of Ledna 1, the king of Orlam 1, the king of Master 1, the king of Bethel 1, the king of Tephia 1, the king of Over 1, the king of Avek 1, the king of Serim 1, the king of Malam 1, the king of Asor 1, the king of Soan 1, the king of Asaph 1, the king of Thek 1, the king of Megiddo 1, the king of Hes 1, the king of Tuchan and of Com 1, the king of Dor and of the province of Dor 1, the king of the nations of Gebel 1, the king of Tirsah 1, all the kings 30 and 1.